Before I begin, I just want to say thank you so much for 7,000 subscribers. Your support is always my #1 motivation for this YouTube channel, and I appreciate it. Which is why I present to you the biggest update Bronze Legacy has ever received. The release of Gen 9 and Hisuian Pokemon. Hey guys, it's InfraredGod, and I'm back with another Pokemon Brick Bronze video. This will be about Bronze Legacy's latest update. There's a lot to go over when it comes to this update, but I'll start it out with what most people would be looking for, and that would be Gen 9 Pokemon and their locations. So without further ado, let's get started. Before I begin, I'm going to make the disclaimer that not all Gen 9 Pokemon were added, only the ones we had sprites for. This also goes for Hisuian Pokemon. With that out of the way, it's time to tell you what their locations are. Lechonk can be found on Route 1 and evolves at level 18, but it has two separate forms depending on its gender. Both Tarountula and Nymble can be found in Gale Forest. Tarountula evolves at level 15, while Nymble evolves at level 24. Greavard can be found at the old graveyard, and it evolves into Houndstone at level 30 during nighttime. Paldean Wooper can be found on Route 7, and evolves at level 20 into Clodsire. Wiglett can be found on Rose Cove Beach, and evolves at level 26. Rellor can be found on Route 9, and evolves into Rapska at level 25. Hisuian Zorua can be found at the Grove of Dreams, and evolves at level 30. Flittle can be found on Route 12, and evolves at level 35. Cyclizar can be found on Cosmos Valley, and Finizen can be found on Route 17, where it evolves at level 38. Dudunsparce evolves into Dudunsparce after learning Hyper Drill and leveling up. You get the 3-segment form if you evolve it on the Lost Islands. I forgot to mention this earlier, but you get Farigiraf by leveling up Girafarig after it already learned Twin Beam. Primeape evolves into Annihilape after learning Rage Fist, Bisharp evolves into Kingambit at level 60, Scyther evolves into Kleavor if you trade it with a Heartstone, and you can obtain the Hisuian forms by evolving their pre-evolutions on the Lost Islands, with the exception of Hisuian Zorua, which can evolve anywhere as long as you get it to level 30. Now onto the codes that were added during this update. 4 codes were added to this update, all of which expire on July 21st, so make sure that you redeem them before then. The code Ability Time gives you 1 ability capsule and 1 ability patch if you have 4 badges, but this has a limit of 2,500 uses, so you better redeem it fast. The code Pirate Time gives you a level 40 Pirate Cinderace if you have 4 gym badges. The code ClodGod is Real gives you a shiny level 30 Clodsire if you have 3 gym badges, and the code Beginner Pack gives you a bunch of starter items including 20 Pokeballs, 10 Super Potions, 10 Revives, 10 Full Heals, 10 UMV batteries, 20k Pokédollars, 100 BP, and 1,000 ticks if you have at least 1 gym badge. This code, however, doesn't expire. That's not all that was done with this update. Of course, you can't have a Bronze Legacy update without stat changes. This update didn't have too many stat changes, but they include the Hisuian starters and some of the Gen 9 Pokemon that were released. The main changes come from what happened to certain moves. For example, Infernal Parade has been buffed to have 65 base power and a 50% burn chance instead of 60 base power and a 30% burn chance. Aerial Ace also has 80 base power and now has a 10% chance to increase your attack by 1 stage. Most of the move changes come from multi-hit moves, and since there were so many, I just called this the skill link buff. Most of these moves received either base power increases or accuracy increases to 100. This is gonna make Pokemon like Heracross and Cloyster real threats. Some of the mons that were originally only obtainable in the Safari Zone are now obtainable in Bronze Legacy. These include Ferroseed, Kecleon, and Kangaskhan. Cherubi was also made obtainable because it wasn't for some reason, so I just added it on Route 10. Ferroseed can also be found on Route 10, Kecleon can be found on Route 12, and Kangaskhan can be found at the Lost Islands. I also changed Tess's battle theme to Zinnia's theme from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which I'll link in the description. And that is the Bronze Legacy Summer Update. Thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.